Alright, so we just had yet another phenomenal night of fights. We had Barboza versus Murphy, the fight night, and then we had Tyson Fury taking on Alexander Usyk, Usyk, however you say it. Yeah, this was an incredible night. So before we get into it, though, obviously I need to do my little speech here about if you like the content, subscribe. So I really ask here. And yeah, without further ado, let me make sure I have the right thing pulled up. Yes, I do. Um, go over here. Um, so this fight night card, it was incredible. Obviously, I was watching the Usyk fight on my TV, and then I had a Sportsnet open to follow the cards, and then I streamed the last four fights. Thank you to anyone who viewed that, and whether live or not, it really helps the channel out. But anyways, um, I gotta start with this main event, dude. Holy shit! Um, I'm a huge Barboza fan, like everyone really. Like, the guy never has a bad fight. Whether win or lose, this guy puts in a performance. But this Lerone Murphy guy, dude, he's one of the brightest prospects we have in the featherweight division. And the featherweight division is no slouch division either. You have Holloway, Volkanovski, Brian Ortega, Yair Rodriguez. Like I can go on and on about the featherweight division. You already know it's stacked. But I was expecting this to be a lot more competitive. And um, we'll pull out the stats here. You look at this, I'm surprised Lerone Murphy didn't get a single knockdown. This guy was hitting Barboza with everything: hooks, jabs, uppercuts, kicks, knees, everything. He landed at a 61.3% average. It was incredible, dude. Like, and his ground game is like I was not expecting that. For a striker to have that kind of ground game in the featherweight division, it's not uncommon. Don't get me wrong, but like with people like Lerone Murphy, dude, oh my god, I only looked at his like record before because before this fight I never heard about the guy, but like he has like four first round knockouts when he got into the UFC. He absolutely starched everyone he fought. Yeah, incredible. 211 strikes landed, 182 of them were significant. Two takedowns. Dude, like this was a clinic. It sucks for Barboza because I really want to see that next Holloway fight, but after this card, I don't think it'll happen. Dude, like this was insane. And then we go to the co-main event: Chaos Williams versus Carlston Harris. I picked Chaos Williams to win, but I didn't think he'd get it done that quick, and it was kind of like the fight starts off, they have a little exchange, and then he hits him. I think it was like with a hook, and he goes down. And then the moment he went down, he just went to town. He pounded Carlston Harris into the mat. Uh, Chaos Williams, another guy coming up, 15-3. He is destined to have some incredible fights in the welterweight division. You know, maybe the UFC gives him the walking walkway, but what like my 700 videos about walking walkway, I think they have something big in store for walkway. Can't wait to see what they do with Chaos Williams, Carlson Harris. You know, he has a lot of potential, but I don't think he'll crack the top 15. I don't really see it. I kind of think he'll be like a gatekeeper at best to the top 15. I think maybe I will crack it one day. But moving on. Oh, oh my god, dude, this fight hurt. This fight really hurt. Um, so like you have most women's MMA fights, and then you have this fight. Um, I can describe the entire fight in one sentence. Or no, I guess three. So, somebody gets pushed to the cage, and then they reverse it, and then they go for a takedown, and then they get back up, and then they go back on the cage. Um, this 110 strikes to 15. Um, yeah, it was dominant. Don't get me wrong. Garimbo absolutely dominated this fight. Brahimovic, however you say it, nobody's gonna remember this dude's name. Absolutely horrible. Horrible performance by both of them. Garimbo even said in his interview that was his worst fight. Dude, this was painful. And look at the takedowns here. 5 of 6, 1 of 4. It should be 1 of 13 and 1 of 6. Because 4 of the takedowns that Garimbo got were from Brahimovic failing his takedowns. No submissions, a bit of grounding pound here and then, but it was always just, I'm gonna hold you against the cage until you flip me over and put me on the cage. Yeah, shittiest fight I've ever seen. Um, let's see, Adrian Yanez versus Vinicius, however you say it, Salvador. I was so hyped for this fight, man. This was an absolutely phenomenal matchup by the UFC. I loved this matchup when I first saw it. Um, Adrian Yanez, like I've been saying with a lot of these guys, great prospect. He has the fight game. He has the he has it all. Striking, wrestling, and not even 3 minutes, he knocked out Salvador. Brutally, too. One knockdown, all I needed. 36 strikes, all significant, and 17-17-34. They did have a small exchange at the start of the fight, but dude, once Yanez landed, it was over. Like, this is one of the best fights I've seen. Absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to see what Yanez does next. Now we had Angela Hill versus Pinheiro, however you call it. Um, Angela Hill looked phenomenal in this fight, dude. It was, her striking was on point, her wrestling, transitions in the clinch, everything about her fight game was on point, and she absolutely dominated this fight. To be like in your late 30s as a female fighter in the strawweight division, she's still climbing the ranks. Like, I don't think she'll ever get to like the top 5, maybe the top 10. But dude, incredible performance, man. It was such a beautiful fight. Um, then we make it over to the preliminary card. Tom Nolan, Victor Martinez. This was another insane knockout. Um, I really wish I could pull up like the clips in that on here, but UFC will take it down immediately. Um, like they had some good exchanges. I thought Tom Nolan clipped him at one point, but like, oh my god, dude, this was just a clinic. I kind of thought Tom Nolan would win this fight. But yeah, it's one takedown attempt failed for Victor Martinez. He tried his best to stay in the fight, but it was way too late. This fight right here, Gateau versus Vidal. I thought Vidal was winning this fight. She looked great at times, but then near the end of the fight, Gateau just took over. She was landing beautiful combinations. She was keeping the distance, and her opportunity came, and she absolutely fucking seized the moment. She was gonna win in decision regardless. I had it 2-1 for her. Uh, you can kind of say Vidal won the first round, but yeah, Gateau absolutely took over. Luis Magomedov versus Alves. This is just your typical Dagestani fight. You know, 98 strikes, 58%, 22 significant, 6 for 7 on the takedowns. Alves barely got any offense down. Like, it was really just Magomedov took him down and beat him until the fight was over. It wasn't a close fight at all. Again, another Dagestani, so you're gonna see him climb middleweight relatively soon. Like they're gonna win every title in this sport. They like there are wrestling camps with like pristine fighters. Like you have your Bo Nichols, you have your Couture's, your Daniel Cormier's, your John Jones, and then you have Dagestani fighters. Like I I assume with that name he fights at AKA. I don't really know much about him, but oh, dude, like it's been so annoying for the past decade just seeing all these guys come in and like you'll have legitimate contenders fighting them like climbing or crawling, putting their blood, sweat, and tears into this sport. And these guys just come in and absolutely demolish everybody. Like 26-6-1. Yeah, he lost a couple fights, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Doesn't faze him. He's still gonna beat the shit out of you. Then you see Pierre Rodriguez versus oh this fight. Okay. So everything I said about the the fight that nothing happened. I'm not even gonna know your names at this point. Dude, Pierre Rodriguez was winning this fight. And it wasn't even close. She was beating the brakes out of Kamalosi, if that's how you say the name. And then she decided to intentionally headbutt her once and then do it again. And then she instantly disputed it with Herb Dean, saying it wasn't intentional, it wasn't intentional. Even though you can see her get up, posture up, and smash her head into this woman's face. That was one of the stupidest fights I've ever seen. Um, would have been it would have been a, a phenomenal end for her. If she didn't lose that disqualification, she actually was like one of my fighters of the night. One knockdown, 51 total strikes, 40 of them significant. Obviously, the one takedown. Dude, like, she mouthed the floor with this lady. Wasn't even close. And then she lost it because she's a fucking goof. Um, Woman fight. Oh wait, no, we have Alatang versus Healy. This was a good fight. I was watching the boxing card at this point, so I just had this one on my phone. I wasn't really paying much attention to it, but yeah, it was back and forth. Um, Good win for him. I don't really know what else to say for that one though. And then yeah. Um, so overall, with this card, Lerone Murphy, he's legit. To go in against Edson Barboza, yes, I know Edson Barboza is on a decline, but he's still one of the best strikers I've ever seen in my life. Um, his highway reels are incredible. Um, this is a guy you need to look out for. If you didn't watch this fight card, this is one of the fights you need to rewatch on Fight Pass. Um, this fight too, incredible. Chaos Williams, he just seems to be one of the welterweight prospects that Dana is, in love with. And he puts on insane performances. This fight too, the Yanez fight, incredible. Go rewatch it if you didn't. And yeah, this fight sucked. And let me just go back to this one. Absolute fucking goof. Complete fucking goof. Like Herb Dean literally warned her on the first one. And then right after he got done saying it, she went for the second one. Like, there's no way you can say it wasn't intentional. Herb Dean literally told you, hey, stop that. And then you do it right after. Absolute fucking goof. Well, yeah. I think I kind of said what I wanted about this fight. Now I get over to the Fury Usyk fight. Dude, there's a reason that Tyson Fury was ducking Usyk for years. Usyk is a whole new monster. Um, like obviously you have the Wilder fight. You had Joshua gave Fury a bit of trouble, but he still won against him multiple times too. But dude, like this fight was one of the greatest boxing fights I've ever seen. Um, you look at the scorecards here: 115-12, 113-114, 114-113. Like, oh, it was. This is one of the best boxing matches I've seen in the modern era. And obviously it's Tyson Fury, right? But like, Usyk, dude, this guy was waiting for his opportunity, and he seized the moment. Like, he's the only guy I've ever seen Tyson Fury genuinely like being walked down by. Like, once Usyk understood that he could take Tyson's power and eat it, he had no fucking fear, dude. Like, he was chasing him down in the ring, throwing beautiful combinations. He knocked him down a couple times. I thought they were gonna stop the fight early. Like, he had him on the ropes multiple times, and he was just teeing off. And then one of the referees stepped in and um gave Tyson like a minute to recover, which I absolutely hate about this sport. Like, back in the 80s and that, when opponents were on the rings, they didn't freaking step in and do that shit. Whenever Mike Tyson had somebody on the ropes, I mean, granted, it was Mike Tyson, the greatest heavyweight of all time. I know Muhammad Ali, you can make the argument, but prime Mike Tyson was a completely different beast. And unlike Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather, Ryan Garcia, all these boxers now, Mike Tyson fought anybody, anytime. Like, he was a legit champion. And I feel like the sport of boxing, like, maybe Usyk will be that. But the sport of boxing needs guys that aren't afraid to get rid of the zero. Because yes, it looks phenomenal on paper. You're undefeated. Cool. But if you're ducking everybody, if you're not having the right fights, this is what this is what John Jones is dealing with MMA. But I mean, he still fought absolutely everybody at light heavyweight. Like, if you're gonna try and tell me that John Jones ducked anyone outside of Rumble Johnson, kind of, you're lying to me, dude. Like, John Jones, he fought every legend there, every contender, and he won every fight. The fights he lost are because he was doing all the wrong things. This cruiserweight fight too. Oh, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for the uh, MMA, or not the MMA, the main event, but like, dude, this was a complete war. Alpatea looked incredible. He was landing beautiful combinations, using his footwork. Um, he landed a lot of power shots too. But, you know, this was a beautiful fight. Then we have Kusade versus Fordina. This was an 8th round TKO. It was an alright fight. A lot of grabbing though. I guess that's one of the things, especially, like, I'm an MMA guy, right? Grappling is like one of my favorite parts of fighting. When you have a legitimate grappler in MMA, it is so much more interesting than a high level striker. Like, I mean, even though Silver was known for his striking, his jiu-jitsu was incredible. Yeah. Then you have like Hoist Gracie, you have Damian Maya, you have Ben Askren in one. Like, I love grappling, but like, I think boxing, like, the whole clinch thing is so fucking dumb to me. I know it's a part of the sport, and that, but like, yeah, no. Then we have Cabal versus Frank Sanchez. This is a crazy knockout too for the WBC heavyweight title, or the eliminator. So the winner of this will fight the winner of the Tyson Fury rematch. If they don't do the trilogy, which I kind of think they will. Yeah, insane TKO by Kasade. Um, then we have Cabal versus Frank Sanchez. Seventh round. Oh wait, no, what? Oh wait, no, this is a different fight. I'm not stupid. This is another weight knockout. Really, really good. Um, this is the eliminator. This is no, I just read the same one. Okay, this one. Yes, alright. Come on, brain. Start working. Moses Antonio versus Ilya Mazanentsev. Second round TKO. This was this is a beautiful knockout. Um, yeah. Again, I'm not that great at like my boxing knowledge. This is a good fight. Mark Chamberlain versus defeats Joshua Hobb. First round KO for the silver lightweight title. This is another good knockout. Then we had Robin Sarawan Sufar beating Sergey Kovalev unanimous decision. Great fight. Then Nayika versus Seitz fourth. Like I've been saying, I'm not the guy to check out for boxing and that, but oh, dude, like we are so blessed with the fights we've seen in MMA and boxing lately. Like we had Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. We've had countless fight nights and pay-per-views. Like this was phenomenal. And now I want to talk a bit about. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I'll save my. Actually, I might just do 2 videos. Okay, if you stuck around for this video, thank you. I'm gonna go record a proper video on Tyson and Usyk. Look out for that one, and yeah, peace.